Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. I'm Worldology and I'm going to talk to y'all about how should this Battlefield's premium be implemented into the game and how should it be used, or what I think, and y'all too, if y'all want to jump on the idea, should have premium be used in this upcoming Battlefield, right? So the thing with you know premium, live service, and I did make a video on live service versus premium, right? But man, I have to make a separate video on the whole thing of premium, and I will on live service as well, because you have to. Live service needs to be talked about because of how bad it was and how it wasn't really greatly utilized, right? So live service was something that wasn't really good. It wasn't good. So it just wasn't, right? So for live service to be combative to premium, it would be very bad. So I'm going to talk about right now why premium and how should premium be implemented into the game and why it was good. So right now, right? Premium premium for the whole sense in my idea and what it looked like to me and to everybody else who has the same opinion as me, or obviously the same truth of me. Premium is a DLC branch for people to work on DLCs and heavy on different maps and guns to put it into one big package for you know the next update of the game, right? Or the next release date of what that date of premium of that DLC is finished for, right? You get a bunch of new things, new dog tags, new everything, right? New skins, new everything. You get everything in one big DLC package, as well as fixed bugs and better optimization. Right. You get everything in a little big package of a DLC, right? So I'm going to say this is that for what I think that the you know premium should be in the game. The premium is very important as well into the next Battlefield, because we do not want a game that is finished as it looks like from the leaks. Again, the leaks, because you have to keep on the list of looking of the leaks, and also the way of the finished product. So yes, it can be finished, the game can be finished, but it's not the finished product. So we can have a finished game with 2 damn maps, and we're going to play the same 2 damn maps every single day, Delta Force, and not get anywhere into the gameplay feeling of the game and not like the game of replayability, right? So we need a good premium of moving. We need a good premium movement. I'm advocating for a premium movement. We need that. So first, the thing is that they should do premium like how they did BF4 and Hardline and BF1. So what they did, right, and we need it because they need the time to do it. First off, us as a community, we need to be patient for, you know, the updates and how they're coming. And we need to understand that, even though we need we need it fast and fast, and the FPS genre is kind of hurting right now, we do need to have that sense of, optimism for something that will be released in its time. Yes, past companies lied, of course, but since something is coming, we do need to scream at these folks and bring that information out of them that they use in the past and keep putting it into their brain until they finally understand, because you know their money is looking pretty good for them right now. It would be kind of a kind of a shame if they don't take that money. You know what they learn, right? But still, right, what they did, right, is that they released the base game first for BF4. The base game was there. We played the base game. And then after a few months' time, Premium got released. And they released Premium. And then it was a big package. And then they did it for in the next few months. And it was a big package. 2 or 3 maps, a few weapons, and one big package, Also the dog tags and every thing that's in the game was updated, right? They did that, meaning that it was a big update with big features and goodies for the game for Battlefield, right? In a few months' time, either 3 to 4 to 6 months. Back then, it was probably quicker because they did not have that much force power that they needed to do for the game, right? So what what I'm saying is that we probably will not get any premium for the game on base launch. And I'm saying that for the casuals and people who never played Battlefield. Even though premium is a DLC and it will bring more things to the game, you will not see it in the base game. You will not get it as soon as Battlefield releases because they need to take their time with it. And they're probably taking their time with it right now. They're probably doing, you know, premium right now because if they added it, they're for sure doing something with it. So I'm gonna have that, type of optimism for y'all and for, Dice as well. Because, we're trying to build a FPS that will blow FPS modern gaming out of the water in these past 7 years. And that's pretty crazy. And if it does happen, it will be pretty unreal, It will feel unreal. So the thing is, right, is that you will need to understand again and wait that these updates or DLCs that I'm talking about can take up to 4 to 6 months, possibly even more for one DLC with four or or 3 maps, 3 to 4 maps, and a few weapons. And the reason why I said this, right, is that to make that happen, to bring 3 to 4 maps a game, a map, or even 5 a map, and bring it into multiplayer and BR. And I'm gonna talk about BR and why that can be an add-on and what I think about that as well, right? To the game is that making new maps is hard in the general sense of making 3 to 5 new maps every single DLC in 4 to 6 months and a year, which is pretty crazy to wait for a DLC and premium, right? A year to include that package, right? Because the BF4 had BF BF4 ended. I'm gonna say this right. BF4 came out in 2013. BF Hardline was still getting worked on when it came out in 2015. BF4 was still getting worked on in 20 until 2016 to 17, right? And by the time in three, yeah, 3 years, they had, I think, 4 or 5, premium DLCs that brought the base maps of, you know, 9 to 10 maps. I'm gonna need to look it up. And, you know, I'll put it in there. 9 to 10 maps to about 20 something maps, right? And that's a big jump, in 3 years, because in 2042 we only have 9 maps in total. We literally have 2.1 times more in BF4 than 2042, right? And that's deadly horrendous. That's a mummified of a you know progression of what they did, down progression actually, to 2042 compared to a positive BF4, right? So what I'm gonna say, right? Again, this, because everything is so modern and so you know deep into technological factors, and everything is getting way better and ray tracing and all that, is that the only way, which is why I made that map video about bringing maps into 2040, into the next Battlefield, never that game, is that you will need to bring back remaster maps to BF, to the next BF, to keep it in the sense of, you know, the premium moving. Because it's not going to be possible to make brand new maps, 5 packs, brand new maps, 3 to 5, meaning a total of 25 maps plus, into 3 years worth of time for a Battlefield, into this new era of developing these maps and games, right? Because you need to make everything look good, ray tracing, building on top of that. And since the game is coming out sometime this year, sometime next year, right, it's not going to be possible. And obviously, they probably worked on some new ones, by the time 2042 dropped, because they had to get on the ball, right? But making new maps right off the bat, if people do not like these, remaster maps that are coming, because there are some remaster maps coming to, the next Battlefield, right? It's not going to be a fun fest for the game, DICE, and for, the community, because first we're going to be waiting for a century to get one map, and DICE is going to lose a lot of money for trying to make multiple maps, new maps, and not just reuse, good maps for, or even underrated maps, like I said in my last video, right? Into the next Battlefield, right? So my whole thing is that premium needs to be reused in the sense of remastered, you know, or reused maps, for the maps anyway. And even for the guns, everything needs to be reused. The maps and the gameplay will make up for it. And also, like I said in the last video, the optimization, the tick rate, and the bugs in the game can make that game feel even more great when the gameplay is good. We will not care about if reused maps are in the game. We will not, because we already are in the sense of being in the old franchises because of the past Battlefield's not really doing its job right. So we still have some love for the maps, where the past maps are in Battlefield right now. BF4, Hardline, BF3, and BF1 and BF5. Those can go to the BR, the Battle Royale, if possible, because they're bringing Firestorm back. So I would not suggest why not. It would those maps couldn't be into that Firestorm BR style of because BF5, but still we will need to wait for the premium, right? And I'm saying this for all of us. We will need to wait for the premium because we're not getting premium on the first start of the day it will come out. We can probably purchase it, yeah, and we'll probably get a little bit of something for a base form, or probably not. But still, premium is a subscription based service, and we will need to wait for things to come out either monthly, meaning in months to come, and be released in a big package, or just have live service and not have the game get any piece of maps coming to us or new guns. Because live service, remember, live service is something that they need to do 24/7, and not being able to work on new maps. We did not get any new maps in the base form of Battlefield. We only got them in Portal, and Portal was already being worked on anyway, and it brought back past Battlefield maps. Y'all see where I'm going? It brought back past Battlefield maps already and put it into Portal, and we only have received 9 maps for the base game, new maps, by the way, and they were not good. They were for 128. So that's all I'm gonna say for this video, is that we need to support the premium, because this is the one chance that we will get a lot of content since BF1, so 7 years, to play this game for the rest of our lives if Battlelog is implemented for the server browser, so to keep the the sync of the servers going as well, and to have a bit of a longevity on why Battlefield succeeded in this time that it should and will, right? So we need it to be in a good state and a good longevity in getting these maps and these new guns and these new you know goods for this game to come, right? So to make it last long. Like I said, longevity. Longevity is what we need to push for in this upcoming Battlefield game. We need more things in this Battlefield. 2042, even if 2042 was good and the gameplay was good, we do not have any maps. We need longevity, not just gameplay. We need, first, yes, we do need gameplay, but then longevity, which is why y'all need to take y'all's time, DICE, and also implement past maps, which is not going to be bad for y'all at all whatsoever. So I hope y'all like this video. Like, share, and subscribe. Y'all can look at my past, video about the maps that I want in Battlefield, if y'all would like to see those videos, and other videos that I talked about with these type of discussions, right? Because we really do need this game to win right now. BF7, I meant BO7. Whoa, I called it BF7. Y'all gonna hate me right now if I say that again. BO7 is coming out, and it's not going to release good because it did not get time worked on it. It came out in 1 year. 1 year. Battlefield 6 still has its service going on. BO7 came out in 1 year's time of BO6. Dice, do I need to say any more? Y'all are in the bag right now. So this is what I'm gonna say. Keep going. And I have optimism for the community supporting this game, and I have optimism for Battlefield in this upcoming game. So I would like to say this one thing: like, share, and subscribe. Hope y'all enjoyed the video. Y'all can comment. I'll comment too. And yeah, love it. Love y'all. Bye.